Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you know what this is? Well, this is called lettermonials. It's a quite funny name that basically combines letter and testimonials because it basically creates a testimonial section where you have this letter that flips around in 3D space to reveal new testimonials from, new users. Now, this is something that you can actually build inside of Framer without writing a single line of code. So if your website is on Framer or you want to build a Framer website, this is something that you can add to your website super easily. In this video, that's what I'm going to show you, where I'm going to walk you through the entire process. So if this is something that interests you, make sure to stick around until the very end of the video. My name is Nandi, this is Framer University, and let's get started. Okay, so before I actually jump into showing you how to add this to your own website, let me show you the source of inspiration. I saw this tweet by Attila, and he created something similar inside of Framer. This is actually also in Framer, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, he created this testimonial section where basically we can read all the testimonials on these little letters. As you can see, it works a little bit differently. You can drag and click and stuff like that. But it kind of inspired me to create something a little bit different, where the letter actually flips around in 3D space, and that's how it reveals new entries. And you might be wondering that, okay, Nandi, but is it easy to use or it's hard? No, it's super easy, and we're gonna take a look at that right now. So I already prepared a Framer project, and you can actually get this for completely free by going down to the description and clicking the remix link. If you click that, you can copy this project straight into your account, and you can open this same exact project. Once you do that, which you absolutely should, because that's how you're gonna learn, by following along with me. So once you do that, you're gonna go to the left panel to Pages, and you're gonna click Tutorial. Not Tutorial, you're gonna click Starter, because that's the page that's basically set up for you like this as a starter page. And I'm gonna move into Tutorial, and I'm gonna build here. So as you can see, we have all the basics, all the fundamentals on this little section. We have a little title at the top. We have cute little icons and scribbles around. So all we have left to do is just add the magic touch, the letter testimonials component, which can be found on the Framer University website. Now, if you haven't heard of Framer University before, you should absolutely check out this website. It has a bunch of cool components similar to this letter testimonials, and you can get these for completely free. Remix these projects, see how they are created, scroll animations, components, little elements. So yeah, you're gonna find the letter testimonials here as well. You're just gonna search here on the search bar, and you're gonna find it here. However, inside of this project that you remixed, it's already in there. So I'm gonna get it from here. I'm gonna go to the Assets panel, and I'm gonna open down Framer University, and this is where we have the letter testimonial. Now, you can see that we have a little update button here. We can see that because the component got an update. So we are actually developing these components so that you can actually use them really easily. And sometimes we push updates to them. So that's when you're going to see an update button there. Make sure to always click it when you see that. So now that it's updated, I can just drag and drop this onto my canvas, and it's now added to my website. However, it's super easy to use it, but just by dragging and dropping it, it's not going to work. As you see, I go into preview by clicking this little button, and I'm clicking on this letter and nothing is really happening. Now, the reason that it's built like this is because I wanted to make sure that it is super customizable and you can create any interaction with it. Like if you want this flip to happen on hover, you can set it up that way. If you want this interaction to happen on click, you can set it up that way. But the first step that we absolutely have to take is make sure that this letter looks exactly how we want it to look. So on the right panel, we have to customize all of its properties, such as the transition that's used for flipping around. I'll make it maybe one time and like maybe a little bit bouncy, something like this. And I can also customize the shadows here. Maybe it's not going to be fully black, but a little bit of a bluish tone to make sure that it's sort of like within this environment that we have set up on this section. What I can also do here is I can increase or decrease the lighting on the paper. So I'm going to set it to 0.8, for example. And then I can, of course, also change the paper color, which I'm going to keep on white. And then I can also have front flip or back flip, whatever I prefer. I can change the size of this, which is also pretty good. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to just change the body and the signature font. So the body will be inter. I'm going to have 20 pixels, and then it's going to be medium. I'm going to use 222 for the color. And the signature is going to be a very cool font that I found, which is called Caveat. And I'm going to make it a little bit larger, and perhaps it will also be medium or semi-bold. Yeah, make it a little bit bolder. That looks great. Maybe medium is better. I don't know. I think this looks great. So once we have customized this, also just make sure that the signature is also the same color as the body font. So once we have customized these properties, we can now start adding entries to this component. So, each testimonial will be a new entry. On the right panel, you can customize that on the very first property. So I can just click add here. And as you can see, it has these default properties, hey Nandi, but I can, say hey friend here. And as you can see, it changes on the top. And then the body, for the body, I'm going to just keep it like this, keep it the same. And then at the very end, we can keep Priyanka. And then if I want to add a new one, I can just click here. And here, maybe I'm going to say, hey, YouTube. And then at the very end, I'm going to say Nandi. So that's how we're going to be able to differentiate between the two entries, by the greeting and by the signature, because the body is the same on both, just to keep this a little bit more simple. So now we have this, we have two entries, and you can see that we have an entry selector here. If I set it to 2, you can see how it switches to the second entry with this flip animation. And now it basically shows me the content of the second entry that I set up right here. As you can see, first line says, hey YouTube, and then at the end it says Nandi. If I switch back to the first one, it says Priyanka, and I could add as many entries as I want. It doesn't stop at 2 or 3, I can go to 4, 5, 6, whatever, it doesn't matter, and it will work, just as good. It won't have any problems. However, it still doesn't really have the interaction. I'm clicking this, and nothing really happens. So how do I make sure that when I click this, it actually flips around? Well, I have to do that with a framer component, and not a code component, but a smart component inside a framer that we can create without writing any code on this design canvas. The way we do that is by wrapping this letter testimonials component in a stack. So I'm right-clicking the component and then clicking add stack. So with this, you can see on the left layers panel, the letter testimonials component is now wrapped within the stack that I can just rename to fully per YouTube. And once I have this, I can literally just turn this flipper YouTube frame into a component. So I do that by right-clicking and clicking create component. This will take us to the component canvas where I can customize all the different variants of my component. By default, I just have this first variant, the primary. I can call this simply 1. And then in order to create a flip, I can do a few different things. First, I can add a variant here, and I can just name this 2. And on this second variant, I can select the letter testimonials component within. And you might already know, I just have to change the entry property. So here, I'm going to set the entry to 2, and you're going to see that it will only change it on the second variant. So now within this component, I have 2 variants. On one variant, I see the first entry, and on the second variant, I see the second entry. So now I just have to find a way to go between these two when I'm clicking on the component. Very easy. I just have to go select the primary variant, grab this little connector, connect it to the second variant. This is how we create an interaction inside the framer. So with this, we basically say when we click primary, we go to the second variant, we transition to that, and you can see this is where we select the sort of like the trigger. It's going to be click, but we can have mouse enter for hover or whatever. And we can just click away, and this will basically work. I can just press Command and P on my keyboard to preview this component, and as I click this, it flips around, which is very cool. However, if I click this again and again and again, it's not going to continue rotating around, which is not really good. I want this to continuously just cycle through, right? So the way I do that is by making sure that I select this first primary variant, and on top right, I can see this interaction that I just added. As you can see, it basically says the same thing. On click, I want to transition to variant 2. However, what I can set here is instead of transition once, I can select cycle. And this single property will make sure that no matter how many variants I have, as I click them, it will always just cycle to the next variant continuously, even if I have 10 or 20 variants. So now let's take a look at this. I click here, flips around, click again, and it will just continue flipping around like this, which is very, very nice. As you can see, even here, I click, and it will just continue flipping around, which is very cool. Now, one thing I want to tell you here is that once you set up this component within Framer with variants, and you want to add more entries, you have to do that on the primary variant. So let's say you have 2 or 3 variants already set up. Do not go to the second variant and start adding new entries here. Always do that on the primary variant, add your entries here, and on these variants, only override the entry property right here, which basically selects which one is currently visible. Perfect. So this is very cool. Now, as an extra little something, let's also take a look at how we can create this interaction on hover. That would be pretty fun, I think. So I'm going to remove this interaction in this case, or on that variant, sorry. And I'm going to also remove the interaction from the first variant by clicking on the top right and just removing that interaction. Now I can just go select this first variant, hover here, click, and I can just add a hover state to this first variant here. So whenever I hover over this, it will transition to this one. And of course, I'll just override the entry to the second, and that's basically it. Let's test this to see if it works. I hover over and it flips around. If I hover off, it flips back, which is exactly what I need. So let's test this on here as well. As you can see, I hover over and it flips around. And as you can see, it just makes your website feel a little bit unique, feel a little bit different. Like it's, I don't know, it just makes the web a little bit more fun, in my opinion, adding these little elements onto your websites. So yeah, that's basically how you add this crazy 3D Ladder testimonials component to your website and how you customize it. If you run into any issues with this component, just feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to help you guys. And also, if you're looking for more Framer components like this, again, just go to the Framer University, because all of these components and resources are fully free. You can use them on commercial, personal, whatever projects. So yeah, take advantage of this. As you can see, over 600 resources are posted here. So it is definitely a crazy resource. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Make sure to like it, subscribe for more, and I'm going to see you in the next one.